Time is running out. Charles Leclerc's loyalty to Ferrari hangs by a thread, and Aston Martin looms as the escape route if 2026 brings more disappointment. Ferrari faces a race against time, desperate to secure Charles Leclerc's loyalty before the sands run out. Sky Sport Italia has turned its lens on the unfolding drama, pondering when the Monegasque star will deliver his verdict. For now, Ferrari waits, its fate suspended until the close of another grueling season. After years of frustration, the Scuderia must plot a decisive course back to the summit by 2026. Failure to do so could push Leclerc toward the unthinkable, a future beyond the red walls of Maranello. Sky Sport Italia sketches the contours of his patience, tracing a timeline that grows thinner with each passing race. And after the neon spectacle of Las Vegas, the spotlight has swung back with full force. Leclerc's destiny entwined with Ferrari's. The year 2026 looming as the moment of reckoning. It's an opportunity for everyone, including Leclerc and all other contenders, explains Ivan Capelli. This is truly the year of truth. If things go well, you can continue. Otherwise, it's fair to look elsewhere to aim for a championship. Matteo Bobby steps in, drawing the boundaries of time itself. He outlines the maximum window in which Charles Leclerc, and indeed others within the paddock, must weigh their faith in Ferrari. It is a countdown, not just for one driver, but for the collective trust in a team fighting to reclaim its place at the summit. The season needs to start, he said. Then, the first 4 to 5 months will be crucial to understand if the 2026 project has what it takes to win, or if once again they will just be spectators. In that case, it would be wise for him to look around. If I were in his position, I would do the same. It's fair to explore options. Roberto Cinchero echoes the sentiments of his colleagues, but widens the lens. Charles Leclerc is not alone in weighing his future. Other drivers, too, are beginning to question whether their trust in Ferrari can endure. It is a collective uncertainty, a ripple spreading through the paddock, underscoring the magnitude of the team's crossroads. I believe Leclerc is in the same situation as Max Verstappen and George Russell. At the start of a new regulatory cycle, every driver will look to join the team that offers the best chance to win, he continued. Carlos Vanzini underscores a critical necessity: the redefinition of internal roles. For Ferrari, it is not merely about speed on the track, but clarity within the team. Without a recalibration of responsibilities, the Scuderia risks being trapped in the same cycle of confusion and missed opportunities. Vanzini's words serve as a reminder that true transformation begins from within. I believe it's crucial to clearly define roles. A clear organizational chart is needed to establish who speaks, who has the right to decide what, who does what, and above all, who reports to whom. This is essential to build a truly solid team, especially considering Ferrari hasn't won a title since 2007, he concluded. Italian journalist Giorgio Terruzzi paints a stark picture. Charles Leclerc's bond with Ferrari resembles a failing marriage, one that may end in a painful divorce. The Monegasque star, weary of promises unfulfilled, could turn his gaze toward Aston Martin as early as 2027, if Maranello cannot deliver a car worthy of a championship fight. Yet Leclerc's decision will not be rushed. Terruzzi suggests the driver will wait until the opening rounds of 2026, 3 or perhaps 4 races, before choosing whether to anchor his future in red or seek new horizons. Meanwhile, Aston Martin itself is in flux. In the aftermath of the Las Vegas Grand Prix, the team dismissed Principal Andy Cowell, signaling a period of upheaval and transformation. For Leclerc, the timing is critical. Ferrari's destiny and Aston Martin's reinvention may converge, setting the stage for one of Formula One's most dramatic crossroads. Reports suggest Christian Horner could be on the verge of a seismic shift, linked to a potential move to Aston Martin. The prospect carries echoes of history. A reunion with legendary designer Adrian Newey, the architect behind Red Bull's golden era. Together, their partnership yielded 8 world titles across nearly 2 decades. A dynasty carved into Formula One's record books. Now, whispers of a revival hint at Aston Martin's ambition to rewrite its own future. Ferrari have managed just 22 points across the last two race weekends, a slump that has all but extinguished their hopes of finishing second in the Constructors' Championship. For Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton, the 2025 season has become a bitter tale. An entire campaign without a single Grand Prix victory. The disappointment has spilled into the boardroom. Ferrari president John Elkann delivered outspoken remarks, though Ralf Schumacher believes his words were aimed squarely at Leclerc's future. The Monegasque driver, one of the most highly rated talents on the grid, now finds his career at a crossroads. His manager has already held talks with Aston Martin, exploring the possibility of a move that could reshape the balance of power in Formula One. Yet another voice adds intrigue. BBC Sport pundit Alice Powell has openly wished to see Leclerc alongside Max Verstappen at Red Bull, an alliance that would unite two of the sport's fiercest competitors in pursuit of dominance. On the Checkered Flag podcast, Alice Powell and commentator Harry Benjamin dissected the fallout from the Grand Prix. With McLaren's double disqualification elevating Charles Leclerc to fourth, Benjamin offered his perspective, framing the result not as triumph, but as another reminder of Ferrari's struggles to convert opportunity into genuine success. It's the same messaging time and time again out of Ferrari. You've just got to look on the other side of the garage with the golden boy Charles Leclerc, who's been having a great season. But he must be getting pretty sick and tired of not being able to challenge for a world title. Alice Powell cut across Benjamin's words, her interruption carrying a note of urgency. She insisted that Leclerc's fourth-place finish was no consolation at all, arguing that the result only underscored Ferrari's inability to deliver a car worthy of his talent. Stick him in the second Red Bull seat. Benjamin continued, something's not right at the moment and only they know really what's going on, but if it is as dire as it is, they've got to make big, sweeping changes. Charles Leclerc crossed the line in sixth, his race unraveling in the second half as he found himself trapped behind Kimi Antonelli and Oscar Piastri. Antonelli, despite earning a 5-second penalty for a false start, won admiration from fans, and even Max Verstappen for his resolute defense against the chasing pack. For Leclerc, the cruelest twist came in the margins. When the penalties were applied, he missed the podium by just a tenth of a second, one of the narrowest gaps in recent Formula One history. In his official post-race reflections, the Monegasque driver spoke with candor. Mixed feelings on my side. I am not satisfied finishing P6, P4. But if I look back at my race, I didn't leave anything on the table. His words captured the essence of Ferrari's struggle. Talent and risk at the limit, undone by a machine that could not match his ambition. I had some good battles and took the right risks, so on a personal note, I am satisfied with my performance today. The first stint was entertaining with good overtakes, working my way forward, but after our stop, it became more difficult. Our straight line speed was not the strongest, so it was difficult to fight with our competitors. I made up for it a bit with how I was braking, but with Oscar Piastri in Kimi's Antonelli DRS, it was difficult to catch them to try and gain more places. We have 2 more races to go, and we want to close the season on a high, bringing home a win for everyone in our team. I will give it everything. Ferrari's turmoil, Leclerc's fading patience, and Aston Martin's rising ambition set the stage for a seismic shift. If Maranello cannot deliver, will Leclerc walk away? And where should his future truly lie?